So
Today we are
hello,
going to look at how to create a
look on
Google
how
form.
to create a
So what you do is
Google form.
just open your browser and click on this HTTPS. Yeah, HTTPS Google Forms, HTTPS forms.google.com. Then you press the enter key. So after you press the enter key, just wait for it to load. So as you can see, it has loaded. If you can see down, you will see the safety and accessibility survey. The other one there is the national youth. So those are the forms I created few months ago. So if you have actually signed up, sign up anytime you log in, all the forms you created will be there as usual for you to just look at them as reference or just as history. So today we are going to start developing a new form. However, there are ready-made forms that you want to use, like this one. If you want to create a contact information, this one is you want to create arrivals, party invite, t-shirt sign up, and the rest of them. But today we are going to start building a form afresh. So what you do, just click on the blank form. When you click on the blank form, you can see untitled form. So what you do is to name the title of your form that you want to create. So let's try create a title for our form. Yeah, so you can delete it or you can as well type it, then you delete the prefix there as seen on title form. So let's try and suggest okay, let's see what I'm going to do. Is this survey or okay, yeah, let's say survey on children education in Madagali local government area, Adamawa State. So once you create it, just go back and delete what is there. So as you can see at the top, you can see it's saving. So Google Forms save your form for you automatically, so you don't need to do anything like okay, let's save my forms. No, every stage is being saved automatically. So that's just how it works. So let's proceed. With what you are doing. So we are creating a form on a survey on children education in Madagali local government area of Adamawa State. So it's as simple as that. So in case you want to format it, just select it. If you want to make it bold, is there. If you want to italize it, is there. If you want to underline it, is there. So if you want anything, the link there in case you want to add a link to it is there. So form description in case you want to describe the information regarding the data you are collecting, just go there and type in. So we are trying to type something. We are trying to say this survey is to is to know the quality of education. Yeah, this survey is basically to assess the quality of education among children in Madagali local government local government Adamawa State. For Adamawa State, yeah, Adamawa State. Let's just make it short and just brief. Adamawa State, full stop. So as you can see up there is saving. So it save your forms automatically. So in case you want to format your description as well, is there, just select it. If you want to add numbering, just number it. If you want to add bulletin there, just add bulletin. If you want to underline. If you want to make it bold, you can as well make it bold or italize. But before you do so, you must have to highlight everything in the description before you could continue. Yeah, I think we are done with that. So if you want to start creating a question, just by the left, sorry, by the right side, just click on the plus sign. When you click on the plus sign, you see on untitled question. So you just type in your question. So we are trying to say, is there nursery education? Is there a nursery education in Madagali local government? Madagali local government, yes. Yeah. Is there a nursery education in Madagali local government area? So that's just a direct question. So you come and make a selection here. If you want to make it a multiple choice, so is there, if you want to make it a drop down list, is there. If you want to make it just a check, is there. So when you click on the drop down menu, all the necessary information you need there will be there. So here now, just the question. So we are going to make it like check boxes. No, yeah, multiple choice. So you can, if you just press on the multiple choice, just come there and say option 1 is either yes or no. Okay, let's make it yes. Then option 2 is gonna be no. So it's as simple as that. So just yeah, I think we are done with this very question. Just go to plus there and add another question. So that's how you add question to your form as much as you can. Just go by the right side and click on plus. A new title question will appear for you. Then you type in your question. Yes, as you can see up is saving. So everything you are doing on Google Form is auto saving. So now our next question is there any public school in this local area that, yeah, we are trying to know if there are public school in this local area that runs a nursery education. Still, this question is going to be more like a direct question, so we may likely make use of multiple choice as well. So option 1 is either no, then option 2 is definitely gonna be yes. So the respondent is definitely going to select yes or no. So to add another question, just go by your right and click that plus sign, and an empty question will untitled question will appear. Then you as well type in your question. So we are going to type in, are all children across, yes, are all children have access to education in this local government area? So we are trying to know if all the children in this local area are actually enrolled to school, either nursery or primary. So that's just a question. So yeah, this is actually direct question. So we come here and select how the question is gonna be, whether it is a check boxes or drop down. So let's try and make this one check boxes. So in check boxes, what check boxes actually mean is that you can select more than one option. It's a multiple selection, so you can select more than one option. That's why it's called a check box. So you can just select more than one option here. So let's try to make some option 1 say I don't know, option 2 say yes. So we are trying to add a lot of questions Then the next question say no. Okay, I'm trying to add another question to make it 4. Yeah, to make it 4. Yes, but yes, yeah, yes, but what are you going to put? But I don't know. Yeah. He said yes, but yeah, we are trying to make a multiple question so we could see yes, but I don't know if people what do I say? Yeah, I don't know if people do attend. So that just it. So we just go there. In case you want to, yeah, that's just yeah, everything there you see. So we are making multiple check boxes so that it can be selected multiple. So if you want to add question, just go there and click plus as well. On title form and title question will appear. You can as well type in your question as usual. So let's try to have some question again. So you can see how many questions we're able to get. Yeah, as well you can see it up is auto saving. So that's how Google forms work. It is auto saving your works as well. So if you look at down, you can see option for copy, delete and required. So this place is actually meant to delete this particular question or to copy this particular question. The required down there is actually there if you want this question to be mandatory, so you can as well make it required, which means that what the respondent cannot proceed to the next question without actually clicking or answering this very question. That's the essence of making a question required. So as we proceed forward, we'll be able to know how effective and how it works. So this question we are trying to make as well, are there any form of security threat in this area? If yes, where? So as well, we are trying. This question is actually trying to make it to be more like a check boxes. So however, we try to make it drop down. So when you make a drop down, but it's not gonna really make it. So let's just make it over. Yeah, let's make it drop down because I'm thinking of making a checkbox because security threat can be actually multiple faces. So let's just make it drop down because the learning purpose. So we see while going to school. So option 1 is while going to school. So yeah. What are we gonna put for option 2? Option 2. Is it outside the school premises or how is it gonna be now? Is there while coming back from school? So um, yeah, I'm trying to look at for a suitable. I'm trying to look for a suitable way to use. Yeah, okay. Within the school premise, yeah, within the school premises is good as well. So let's make use of the within the school premises. Within the school premises, yeah, I think that's fine. At the playground as well, so here there can be security threat at the playground in a sensitive comment. So let's add another question as well. Empty form will appear. So in case yeah, empty form will appear. So let's try to create another question here. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see up is saving, so everything here is auto saving. Can you please yes, let's add some question. Can you please tell us the number of students? We are trying to know the number of total enrolled children in this government. So can you please tell us the number of, is it teachers? Okay. Yeah, we are trying to assess the quality of education. So can you please tell us the number of teachers in this school? So maybe we are trying to be specific. We are trying to be specific to a school here, not generally all the school in Madagali, local government area of Adama State. So we are trying to be specific. Can you please tell us the number of teachers in this school? So let's make it a short. Is it short or paragraph? Anyone? Okay, let's just make a short answer. So here it gives you the privilege to just type in your answer. So the options are not there. All you need to do is just type in your answer. That's just it. So I think we are done with this very question. We are trying to add some question again. Okay, yeah, you see up there is autosave, is auto saving. So okay, the next question we are trying to create is, okay, can you please tell us can you please tell us the total number of children enrolled? So now we are trying to know the total number of pupils enrolled in this school. Still, we are trying to be specific. We are not generalizing the entire number of enrolled children in the whole local government, but we are trying to be specific to one school. Yeah, we are trying to be specific to one school as well. So that is it. Can you please tell us the total number of pupils in this school? So yeah, I think this number can be just short answer as well, yeah, because it give either paragraph or short number. So let's just make it paragraph for this. Still paragraph will give you the ability to type as long as you can. So it's not a short, so it's going to be a long answer. So it's going to give you the opportunity to type in as the long paragraph you wish to. So yeah, I think let's try. So you see, yeah, these are just the option that will make you to delete. This one, you can delete this very question here if you want to delete it. So same thing goes to each of the question we created above. If you want to delete it, just go there and delete. If you want to copy, just there, the link is there to copy. So different, you see, if we are trying to make this question a required, that's why we make it a required question. So you can do as well to all the questions that you want them to be required. So we are trying to go up and make almost all the questions required. So as I earlier said, the required questions are expected for a respondent to answer them before they could proceed to the next question. So that is the instance of this required. So you see, we are trying to make most of the question required. Just go up there. When you click on the question, these options will appear and you can as well make them required or not. Or if you want to delete them, just click delete. If you want to copy, just copy. If you want to describe or go to session, blah blah, everything is just there. Yeah, so here it just, if you want to add anything, when add images there. Other one up there, if you want to add image, video format, so that's just the essence of those button. If you want to import any question into this very particular, that's where to click. So we are still making this question required as well. So that almost every question in this form we are trying to create is required. So yeah, that just it here. If you want to format it, you see, just select it. If you want to copy, the link is there, everything is there. So that's how it actually works. This one, add section, so everything is there. If you want to add a new section, maybe the one we created is section 1, so we just added in a section 2. That is the essence of this last button. Yeah, last button by the right, this thing that look like play audio or video. So it's trying to give you the opportunity to create a section. So now we are trying to say, okay, section 2, quality of education. So we are trying to make this one as well, quality of education in the subject we are actually talking about. So quality of education, and let me just say either in where so we all know the subject we are talking about. So let's just proceed. That was it. So yes, so here at media, that just, I think we have discussed about all those things area. you want to add image here, you add image. If you want to add a description to this very one, you add a description. So you just come here and add a description. That's the function of this. These ints are above the right hand side button of the form. So we're trying to describe this session to know the quality of education in Madagascar government area. So let's just make it more as well. If you want to format everything is here. If you want to if you want to make it a number, you want to make it bold, if you want to italize it, or if you want to underline, everything is just you can as well format it. So if you want to duplicate this question, you can duplicate it. If you want to move the session to up or media, you can just do. If you want to delete it, just go there and delete it. If you want to match with above, so that's the essence of list 3 dot you see on each side of the questions. So if you can see, we have created a Google form with session 1 and session 2. So that one is in case you want to insert an image, you insert there, go to your gallery, go to photo. So let's just wait for it to load. So it has loaded. So let's try and pick some picture here and push OK. Let's try and pick this one. Yeah, let's try and pick this one and click insert. So yeah, the picture, you see the picture has been inserted already. So if you actually want to format the picture, you can as well do that. You can select it, you can drag it out or drag in. So it's just as simple as that. That just, you see, yeah, just bring, yeah, you see. So we are trying to take it in and just leave it like that. So that just it. Yeah, everything just it. So as Elias say, is auto saving. So everything is saved. In case you want to delete the picture, just select it and go up here and click delete. So that just it. So these are just team orientation. If you want to change the orientation, if you want to make it more like a robotic, blah blah blah, and the rest of it. This is not necessary actually, because you may not be using them, but in as well as time goes, you can as well use them. So yeah, the choice is yours. You can explore them, you can explore all the features that is available. So let's just proceed. Yeah, let's just proceed. So this one is the preview, in case you want to see the preview of the form you have created. So now this is the preview of the form we have created. If you can see above, you say it has not been published. So that means this very form has not been published and cannot actually accept respondent. So you see the red star there, that means to tell you that those questions are compulsory. This one isn't accepting response. Yeah, it's not accepting response because we have not published it. So let's go back to the form. Yeah, this preview we are done. This is, if you want to undo it, just click undo. If you want to redo, just click redo. If you want to copy the link, so what I just did is there. If you want to share, that's where to share after you make the publish. So that's where to publish it. You can see the publish button by the right at the up at the top. So just there published. So these are your response. So we have 0 response now because we have not published this form. So there's no we can have a response. So in case these are settings as well. So if you want to make this as quiz, because you can create a quiz or test exam using Google Form as well. So if you want to make it a quiz, you can just click this and make it a quiz and attach mark to every question answer. That's just it. You can also make it auto, so that the moment they submit, they can see their marks automatically. So that's what most of the universities and colleges use to grade students. That's why sometimes you, after finishing exam, you see a grade display automatically. So that's just it. If you want to publish, you just publish it. Here is where to just see your response. If you want to download it, or just click on this green plus button here, that's where to download all your response to Excel sheet directly to your computer storage. Yeah. So that just it. Just click on this green button there. link to sheet, so it's going to download all the responses here. So as values our question is the responses. So let's go back to our form. Yeah, so this, in case you want to go back to the form, so now you see, based on our recent forms, now we have additional form, the one we created just now is there. So this is the first one created as safety and accessibility survey and the National Youth Development Investment, the form you actually fill to this program. So now we are trying to make our form publish. So yeah, as well, yes, that just, you see, thank God, you see the rate are there. That's why most of the that's why you see the question is compulsory. This rate indicate required question, so you must answer it to proceed. Now let's publish this form. Let's try and publish the form, so we see how far. Now we are publishing our form. Publish form. Yeah, we are trying to publish our form. Just click published. So this form has now been published for the public to answer questions. So you see, everything now has been published. You see the green published are the top right here. That means this form is published and ready to be shared to respondent. So there's where to copy the form's link. You just copy it and share it to your respondent, either on WhatsApp or on Facebook, to your website. So yeah, as much as you can. So just do that there and just take it. So that's the question we just developed. Yes, that's the question we just developed. You see this question, you say this is required. So for you to proceed, you must answer all the required question as well. So yeah, I think we are almost done with this. We are almost done. We are done. So our forms are ready. Our forms has been published. So just for us to start accepting
Yes,
respondents.
just for us to
So
start
in case you want to
accepting
copy it, just go here. You
response
see, if
now
you want to
from all
make
our
the URL to
respondents.
be short,
So
just
you see, we
click on
just
this
make this
dialog box.
URL
The
to be
URL
short.
will
If you
be
want it to be short,
short
you
as
just
well.
click on that dialog board that I created. So let's copy and send it to people. Okay, I'm trying to send the link we have copied to WhatsApp, so that we'll be able to fill at least one question. Yeah, so that we're able to click at least a question and see how it goes. So I'm trying to minimize this page and go to my WhatsApp. So I'm trying to look at if you have actually covered all that is needed to cover. Yeah, let me just go into my WhatsApp, share the link. Yeah, hold on, let's try and get into my WhatsApp and just share the link so that we'll be able to respond to the responses we the question, I mean the survey we have created. So as Ella said, this Google form, you can use it for so many things, either to create a test or assessment. So you can make it more like a quiz, so you could attach a mark to all the questions you have developed. So you can as well make it to automatically present answer after submission. So each candidate that answered the quiz and submitted it will see their score given to them automatically. Yes, that just it, not just for survey, not just for application. So a Google form can as well use for to create quiz, test, a lot of things. Myself, I have use a lot of Google Form during my assessment. So yes, I've done a lot of online courses. So most of our instructors, they make use of Google Form for to assess us. So and it's timing, you can time each question so that you will be able to manage your students so that they will involve into exam malpractice. So you see this question is indicated required question. As we earlier say, you cannot proceed to the next question without answering the required question. So that just it. Yeah, I'm trying to minimize this form so we could go to okay. Yeah, so we have posted it and someone has already given us a response. So this is it. This we have one response already. So just click on the response. You see, if you want to download it, just come here and click on download. So create a new spreadsheet. So yeah, it's just go by the uh, right upside down there and select and click on select so that you can able to select the existing spreadsheet, whether they use the existing spreadsheet or you are going to create a new spreadsheet. So the choice is actually yours. However, this is the form we have created and we have one response. So that's just it. So if you want to unpublish the form you have created, after maybe you have gained a number of applications you want or submission you want, you can go back to the form and unpublish it. So unpublish a form, making the form not to be accessible to everyone again. So that's just it. Yeah, you see, yeah. So that just it. We have correct questions. Orientation is there. If you want to add another question is there. So these are the setting in case you want to make this as quiz. You can as well click it and make it as quiz. Come to what again. We are trying to check what we haven't covered, so we're able to go. Okay, yeah, default. Yes, fine. This is default. So in case you want to automatically collect the email of all the response, and you can just make it yes, collect all the email of all the that is all the verified email in the phone or desktop they is to be collected automatically. But if you don't want it, that just you cannot just make it default. But here make question, yeah, that just so yeah, this is just preview of the question we have created. Just a preview. So this is where to copy the link, just copy it and paste it to or several places you want it: WhatsApp, website, Facebook, X, and the rest of them, of all the social media you have, either on Instagram. So this link is can be shared to almost all the handles you know. So I think that just it for Google Form. By the grace of God, shortly we'll make a form for Kobo Collect. Thank you.